Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about how to set up a rice milling and packaging business with costing and ROI calculation, step by step. First, let's understand the business idea. A rice milling and packaging business buys raw paddy from farmers or suppliers, dries it properly, mills it, polishes it, grades it, packs it, and then sells the finished rice in the market. The main products are clean rice, broken rice, rice bran, and husk. Clean rice can be sold to retailers, wholesalers, supermarkets, restaurants, and direct customers, while bran and husk can also generate extra income as byproducts. Next, before starting the business, market research is very important. You need to identify the demand for rice in your area, check the price of different rice grades, study competitors, and understand what type of rice buyers prefer. After that, you should prepare a proper business plan, including your production capacity, target customers, pricing strategy, funding requirement, and expected profit. Then, you need to complete registration and licenses. This may include trade license, food safety approval, tax or VAT registration, and environmental clearance if required in your country. After completing the legal process, choose a suitable location. The site should have road access, electricity, water supply, storage space, and enough area for truck loading and unloading. After selecting the location, set up the building layout properly. You need separate space for raw paddy storage, drying area, milling section, polishing section, packing room, finished goods storage, and office area. A good layout helps reduce movement time, improve productivity, and maintain product quality. Now, let's move to machinery. For a rice milling unit, you may need a paddy cleaner, dehusker, separator, whitener or polisher, grater, weighing scale, and bag stitching or sealing machine. Along with machinery, you also need utility support such as power connection, generator backup, ventilation, lighting, and dust control system. After installing machinery, hire the required manpower. A small to medium rice milling unit may need machine operators, helpers, packers, a supervisor, and accountant or sales support. Then start trial production. During trial production, check rice quality, machine efficiency, grain breakage, wastage percentage, packaging quality, and overall production flow. Once the product quality is stable, focus on sales and distribution. You can sell rice to wholesalers, retailers, supermarkets, restaurants, local shops, and direct consumers. If you create your own branded packaged rice, you can charge a better price and build long-term customer trust. Now let's understand the basic production process. The process starts with paddy purchase. Then the paddy goes through cleaning to remove dust, stones, and impurities. After cleaning, drying is done to control moisture. Then the paddy goes to dehusking, where the husk is removed. After that, separation is done to separate brown rice, husk, and unmilled grains. Then whitening and polishing improve the rice appearance. Next, grading separates full rice and broken rice. Finally, the rice is weighed, packed, sealed, and sent for sales. Now let's look at the estimated startup cost for a small unit. Land or advance rent deposit may cost around $8,000. Shed or building preparation may cost around $12,000. The rice milling machine line may cost around $28,000. Packaging machine and sealing tools may cost around $6,000. Weighing scales and testing equipment may cost around $2,000. Generator and electrical setup may cost around $7,000. Storage bins, pallets, and racks may cost around $3,500. Delivery support may cost around $6,500. Registration, licenses, and consulting may cost around $2,000. Furniture, office, and computer may cost around $2,000. Initial raw material stock may cost around $18,000, and working capital reserve may cost around $10,000. So, the total estimated startup cost becomes around $105,000. However, these figures are sample estimates. The actual investment can change depending on country, machine quality, land cost, production capacity, and business scale. Next, let's calculate monthly operating cost. Paddy or raw material purchase may cost around $22,000 per month. Salaries and wages may cost around $4,800. Electricity and fuel may cost around $2,000. Packaging materials may cost around $2,200. Transport and delivery may cost around $1,500. Maintenance and repairs may cost around $800. Rent, admin, and miscellaneous expenses may cost around $1,700. So, the total monthly operating cost becomes around $35,000. Now let's calculate monthly revenue. Suppose the business processes 50 tons of raw paddy per month. If rice recovery is 67%, the finished rice output will be around 33.5 tons. If the average selling price of packaged rice is $1,350 per ton, revenue from rice sales will be around $45,225. In addition, byproducts like bran, husk, and broken rice may generate around $4,775. So, total monthly revenue becomes around $50,000. After that, we calculate profit. Monthly revenue is $50,000, and monthly operating cost is $35,000. Therefore, monthly net profit is $15,000. Annual net profit will be $15,000 multiplied by 12, which equals $180,000. Now, let's calculate ROI. The formula is annual net profit divided by total startup cost, multiplied by 100. So, ROI equals 180,000 divided by 105,000, multiplied by 100. This gives an estimated ROI of 171.4%. Next, let's calculate the payback period. The formula is total startup cost divided by monthly net profit. So, $105,000 divided by $15,000 equals 7 months. This means the business can recover its initial investment in around 7 months if sales and cost assumptions are achieved. To improve profit, buy paddy during the harvest season when prices are lower. Also, reduce grain breakage and wastage through proper machine adjustment. Then, sell premium branded packaged rice to increase selling price. In addition, use byproducts for extra income. Build strong dealer and retailer networks, and maintain machine efficiency with regular servicing. However, there are some risks. Raw material prices may fluctuate. Moisture and poor storage can cause losses. Machine downtime can reduce production. Quality inconsistency can damage customer trust. Market competition can affect selling price, and packaging cost may increase over time. So, in conclusion, a rice milling and packaging business can be profitable when raw material sourcing, quality control, machine efficiency, and sales distribution are managed properly. With good planning, smart pricing, byproduct utilization, and strong market connection, this business can generate steady cash flow and achieve a fast payback period. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.